Got a song here that everybody knows, and you'll see what I'm talking about. There's a lot of historical information behind this song, if not hysterical information. I'm going to go back to 1780 or so, 1780s. There was a French dude called Jean-Pierre Clary de Florian. Very French. And he wrote a novel called Celestine. And in that novel was a poem. Then X amount of years later, this other dude came along, and his name is Jean-Paul Martini, which is like half French and half Italian, but the funny thing, he was actually German. Anyway, he took that poem and set it to a very pretty melody, which is still around today, 200 years later. Well, I'll cut to the chase here. Back in the 60s, or so, early 60s, there were three other dudes that came along. Luigi, Creatore, Hugo, Peretti, and George Weiss. And they borrowed Martini's melody, threw away the original words, and stuck their own words in and actually added a chorus, which didn't exist before. And they did this for the movie Blue Hawaii. Now, you might recognize the melody if you're classical and you've got some class. You'll notice the melody is called Plaisir d'amour, which is, it loses something. When you translate that to English, it comes out something like, my hovercraft is full of eels. It actually means the pleasure of love, which happens to be an adult bookstore next to Harry's shop, I believe. And the pleasure of love, or plaisir d'amour, that's been recorded by Judy Collins and lots of other people, Joan Baez. But back to the movie, we're going to all start singing after I get done with the 2 lines of French, 2 lines of English translation, and then seamlessly segue into the song that was written for Mr. Elvis the Pelvis. Does anybody know what song we're talking about here? I won't tell you the name of that to, to keep up the sexual tension. Okay.
And we may not already.
Plaisir d'amour n'est deux comme un mot, c'est comme d'amour de toute la vie. Oh, the joys of love are but a moment long. The pain of love endures the whole life long. Everybody! Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a